Hi friends, I'm in the kitchen of Eden Valley, and today I am making my teas. These are medicinal teas, these are natural herb teas, and I'm going to walk you through how to make your own pain tea. When I had sciatica, I had it for probably over a year. It was so debilitating. I couldn't stand like this. I couldn't sit. I couldn't lay. The only relief that I ever got was when they put me on hydrocodone, high doses of hydrocodone, injections of Tramadol, which was very short-lived. They even did a formulary cream with Lidocaine and gabapentin, and that didn't work. They put me on high doses of gabapentin. That didn't work. I was on a muscle relaxer. I took all of these things at once, and then of course I did the prednisone. Yeah, those medications probably sound very familiar to you who probably have been living with pain for a long time. I've had lots of patients come here on different types of medications, from hydrocodone to methadone to Vicodin to there's so much, Ultram. People who are still wearing the fentanyl patches. You can get off of these prescription medications, but they don't tell you that there's an alternative way to do that, and a very powerful way to do that, and that really is through using natural means. You don't think it can happen, it really can. I've seen it with my own eyes. It takes a little bit longer, and everybody is a little bit different with how they respond, but there is hope. So today we are actually making a pain tea, and I have it all set up here. I like using my quart-sized jars, and that's what you want to do. When you make your teas, you want to do at least a quart-sized jar. I have these little screen, and these are those are really, really nice for a tea making. And then you're going to need a tablespoon. And then you're going to need just a teaspoon. And then you're going to need your recipe for your pain tea. Now, this pain tea is a mixture of Jamaican dogwood, white willow bark, passion flower, wild lettuce, and valerian. And they're all dried herbs. And you mix that all together into your pain mix, and then you will take 2 teaspoons of that mix and put it into your little filter. And then you're going to come over here and take boiling hot water, and just fill that up all the way to the very bottom of that screen. So it's floating in there, okay? Just like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to allow these teas to seep. And when I say seep, I'm just talking about letting them sit with that tea and that water, that hot water, for at least an hour. But if you can do a couple hours, that's even better, okay? And then what I like to do is, when they are seeping, I just lightly put on, I don't twist these tight on there because you're going to get a vacuum seal. You just put on your cover, your lid, just like that. Okay? Now, this tea, when it is ready, you're going to put it in your refrigerator, and when you have pain, you can use it up to 4 times a day, 5 times a day. You do it according to how your body is feeling, but just make yourself a cup of tea when you're having pain, and you should notice a big difference. Now, very rarely will we have somebody where this pain tea, I'm going to say very rarely, where this pain tea is not effective. And there is another tea that you can actually make. And you can mix these teas yourself. I'll post the specific recipe on how much each that a proportion that you need. But this is, I'm going to show you right here. This is our alternative tea for people who are in a lot of pain where the pain tea is just not touching it. And again, rarely have we ever had to use this, but we bring out this herbal morphine tea. Now you can buy this here through the mail at Eden Valley. And we have our own herbalist here. She mixes everything. She does our tinctures. And this is, and we grow our own herbs. So it's 100%, and all the herbs here are 100% organic. It is, again, Jamaican dogwood, wild yam, feverfew, valerian, and kava kava. Very powerful. Now this is the thing with this tea. You mix the whole contents of a bag in a quart of cold water. You boil it for 3 minutes, and then you strain it and you let it cool. And then you only take 1 ounce 3 times daily. Only 1 ounce, and that's kind of like a shot glass. And that's all you need. It's not morphine, but it's powerful like morphine. So you see, nature has everything. God, who is our creator, in nature, he has everything that we need to address what we need. So tea is a fundamental, it should be a fundamental part of your healing process, of your preventative process, of your maintenance process with your health. Okay, so that's the pain tea. And hi friends, back in the kitchen at Eden Valley making some tea. Tea for you, natural remedy tea, and today it's colon tea. So I'm just going to quickly show you what is in our colon tea mix. Now this is for anybody who has any GI problems, anybody who wants to start detoxing, anybody who has colitis, who ulcerative colitis, anyone who has Crohn's disease, anybody who has chronic diarrhea, anybody who has anything going on with their GI. If someone has just had a recent a bout of stomach flu, if anybody has irritable bowel syndrome, colon tea, colon tea, colon tea. So colon tea is just a real simple mix of cascara sagrada, buckthorn, and licorice. And look for the recipe. I will show you, I will write in the description box how much of each you need, because you can mix your own teas. We do this here at Eden Valley. They're 100% organic. And what we do is we keep them in these containers here, and we do our dry mix. And then all you need to do with the tea is you need a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of each of this. And then, so to make the tea, all you need is 2 teaspoons of your tea. And you're simply going to, and I love wide quart-sized jars, because it makes for 2 teaspoons. That's how much you're going to need. And I have these little screens that we use here, so we set them in the jar, on the top of the jar. We put in the 2 teaspoons, and then boiling hot water. And then we're going to cover these up after you put the boiling hot water all the way to the bottom of the screens, because you want that tea to seep. And then all you have to do is wait then. So in about an hour, your tea should be ready. You seep it for about an hour, but we like to do it a little bit longer if we can. If it's 2 hours, that's great, because it's just going to make a more powerful tea. Then you should be drinking this daily if you are having any type of GI problems, and you should notice a difference. It will help your peristalsis. It will get you regular. It will take care of any of that GI upset. It really does work. Now, when you're done with your tea after it's seeping, and you pull out you pull out the screen, put your cap back on, you put it in the refrigerator, and the tea can last for up to 3 to 4 days, and then we change it. And that's it. So start making some natural teas. It should be in your medicine cabinet. You should be stocking up on your teas, because I tell you what, when you can't go to Walgreens or CVS, and one day you won't be able to, and you've got GI problems, or you've got problems sleeping, or you've got pain, your teas are going to be a very beneficial part of your treatment. Sustainable health. Easy to do. God gives us everything that we need in nature to treat ourselves. Okay, go back and use this one after it seeps. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so after it seeps, before you put it in the refrigerator, make sure you take out the tea, the herbs, and we just simply throw them away into the garbage can. Now, I have reused some of my teas. So if you've had it soaked for about an hour or two, you could probably get another round out of it. But because these are for our patients, we don't do that. But you could actually do that. So there are a lot of my teas, especially like my immunity tea, I would reuse the tea leaves or the herbs itself. But I wouldn't recommend it like with the pain tea. You want that tea to be as strong as possible.